Welcome back to San Diego People. I'm Logan Burns, and we are continuing our discussion on aging in San Diego. Here now is Peggy Pico, the Age-Friendly Communities Manager for the San Diego Foundation. Peggy, great to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Good to be here.
So tell us a little bit about the San Diego Foundation, because this is just one program helping seniors. There are a lot of other programs. You're helping all kinds of people help achieve their goals.
That's right. The San Diego Foundation program, the San Diego Foundation in general is important because we fund and support different local nonprofits in different areas. They range from, giving people scholarships, needs scholarships, or first time to go to college scholarships, science and tech programs, things like that. But I happen to be the manager of the Age-Friendly program, so we're specifically focused on helping to support nonprofits, innovative nonprofits that are doing things for seniors or older adults here, facilitating action plans, age-friendly action plans with different municipalities, the counties, the different cities here.
How do you facilitate those action plans? Do you meet with the municipalities, try to get them on board?
Meet with the mayors, meet with different, sometimes they'll call us. Sometimes they say, we love this, we saw this, we're very interested in it. So we meet with different people, council members, maybe the mayor, different people who say, all right, we've got some things that are already happening on the age-friendly front. So would you support facilitating this becoming an age-friendly city, which is quite a rigorous process. It's not like, oh yeah, we love seniors, so we're going to do this. It's a rigorous requirements by AARP and the World Health Organization to join this sort of age-friendly network.
Let's talk about some of those requirements. I know you've called them the 8 domains, which are kind of 8 areas that cities can look at, and depending upon what they already have and what the needs are, focus in on some of these to try to help seniors.
Right. So what's great about the programs that we support at the foundation, including this age-friendly program, is we're really focused on doing sustainable and system changes that make a real impact. It's not like just, oh, let's chat about how nice this would be, right? There needs to be tangible impact. So one of the ways that happens is through these 8 domains, and these 8 domains include things like Maya said, transportation, right? Mobility, the sidewalks you were talking about, parks, lighting. How's the trolley doing in La Mesa? Is that accessible for age? Getting to the doctors. How a really important one is social inclusion. Outside of not smoking, research now shows the #1 indicator of long, healthy life, which if you want to live long, you want to be healthy, is how much do you participate in a social group? How involved are you, right? So are you going to church? Do you have a group that you've been playing cards with? Do you go out and exercise with your friends? Like, how socially involved are you? So a lot of cities take that one actually very seriously. A huge impact, as well as the transportation.
So what would a city do? What would be some of your recommendations so people aren't just stuck at home with kind of no interaction with other people?
Right. So right now, the age-friendly process, as far as like with the city of San Diego and La Mesa, it's a learning process, right? So they're researching and developing their action plan. And part of the way they do that is they look at public policies and they look at baseline assessments. And more importantly, they go out and they have community listening sessions all over, pop-up sessions, and they get older adults to say, hey, we're interested in this. This is what we want. We want transportation, or we need to feel safer, or things like that. So we try to also fund the San Diego Foundation Age-Friendly Community Program. We fund innovative programs like On the Go Navigator at the Jewish Family Services. We support them with a grant. They came up with this amazing, just amazing Uber-like process. They worked with different rideshare organizations, developed this so that an older adult who may not be comfortable with technology or doing it themselves gets to push a button. That goes to a call center, and you get an Uber driver who takes them to their doctor or their church, and they become very comfortable with it.
And the driver understands that they're a senior citizen. Maybe they need a little help in the car and out of the car. Maybe they
maybe they're not going to bring the big van that has steps to get up to it or something like that. But also it's great because that means that these seniors are getting out, doing the #1 thing they can do to make themselves healthy. If you can't get to the senior center, if you can't get to the food provider, if you can't get to the grocery store or your granddaughter's place, what are you going to do? So that's one of the innovative programs. Another one, Olivewood Learning Center, Olivewood Gardens. They did a whole kitchen setup where they brought in 100 different seniors down in South County, and they tried to include their different of food from their different cultures, but really they were creating a healthy, like, here's how you cook healthy.
Right.
What if you're kind of, don't have this, you're a little worried about stove cooking, so can you do,
Sure.
fresh food, things like that. So these are the ways that our age-friendly program at the foundation actually helps support things that are going on now.
Sure.
For the cities, they develop their own with these age-friendly domains. So
I know sometimes it's difficult to get to a doctor's appointment or get to the hospital, and you were telling me that sometimes there are these large buses and that you actually bring the mini hospital to an area where the senior
That's
citizens
right.
can kind of easily get some treatment or maybe some screenings or things like that.
Yeah, Interfaith, which is another nonprofit in North County that we actually help support as well. They have a program where they have mobile units. They bring the senior center to mobile home parks.
Right.
So let's say you don't drive, or you can't see, or you're kind of like nervous about getting out, you don't feel safe walking, whatever it is, they bring the center to you. So that's
Right.
another way that people today are helping people age in place, which is really, really important.
So if somebody's watching and listening and they think, I would really like to benefit from some of those services, or maybe a loved one would benefit, what do they need to do to try to find these services near them, if there are such services?
Yeah, so one thing that's happening right now with the city of San Diego, who just signed on, they're in the first 2-year phases of trying to figure out what should we do, how do we go to make this sustainable. So one of the things they're doing is creating a toolkit, or at least they'd like to create a toolkit. I mean, it's really early. They just signed on like a month ago. So that they can connect people, those endpoints, a central endpoint to all of these different services throughout the county.
Is there one number? I would say one website, but
well,
I mean, my father doesn't even get online, so there might be others who are not comfortable
Some
getting
people
on
are
the internet.
online. I would say it's two parts to this. On the one part, the senior needs services, 211 is a local 211. You know about 211.
Right.
So they're more of a local service that connects people, all people in need, regardless of age, right? If you call and say, hey, I'm hungry, I don't have a place to go, I don't have medical, they try to connect you.
Right.
So that's one way. We try to do from the 30,000 feet level. So we're like, if you want to help people age in place and you want to help get on this real momentum that's happening, then come to the San Diego Foundation website, contribute to our fund, or open your own fund, tell us what you want to be interested in, and we'll help you at least fund that or support that in your area of interest.
We're going to take a quick break. You're going to stay right there, as am I, and we're going to get a commercial break in here. Still ahead, San Diego people. Our guest will tell us what the future holds for aging in San Diego, what work still needs to be done. Stay with us. Peggy Pico's going to stay here. We're going to invite Maya Rosas back, and we're going to continue the discussion in a moment.